Why your GST bill should never be a surprise. Hey tradies, welcome back to the Hey Tradies podcast. Today we are talking about something that causes a ridiculous amount of stress for business owners. And honestly, it really doesn't need to. GST. If GST time makes your stomach drop every couple of months, this is the episode for you because I see it all the time. Tradies working hard, doing good work, the phone is ringing, invoices are going out, money is landing in the account, and then GST rolls around and suddenly it's panic stations. How the hell is it that much? Where am I supposed to find that money? I thought there was more in the account than that. And here's the thing. Most of the time, it's not because the business is failing. It's because there isn't a system. And today, I want to fix that because GST should never be a surprise. The false bank account trap. Let's start with probably the biggest trap, the false bank account balance. You open your banking app, there's money sitting there, and you think, sweet, we're okay. But are you? Because let's be honest, that money probably isn't all yours. Some of it belongs to the IRD. Some belongs to suppliers. Some belongs to wages. Maybe subcontractors too. So if you're mentally treating all of that as available cash, that's where the trouble starts. Because GST money is not your money. You're just holding it. Why tradies get caught? Most tradies don't get caught because they're bad with money. They get caught because no one showed them a simple process. Money comes in, bills go out, fuel gets paid, materials get paid, tools get brought, unexpected stuff happens, and the GST money quietly disappears. Then filing time comes around and it feels like the IRD has dropped a bomb. But you've been collecting GST that whole time. Most smaller tradies are on 2 monthly GST. That's manageable if you plan. Some businesses are on 6 monthly, and that can become a huge stress point if you haven't been setting money aside. Just because you only file every 6 months doesn't mean you only think about GST every 6 months. What good looks like. This does not need to be complicated. You need a habit. At Virtual Coastie, I put 10% of every payment that comes into a separate GST account. If you're behind or starting from scratch, I'd suggest starting with 15% until you've built up a buffer. The exact percentage matters less than consistency. Different ways to do it. There's no perfect method. Option 1, transfer a percentage every time money lands. Option 2, set up an automatic payment every week, 500, 1,000, whatever fits your business. Option 3, review monthly and top it up. Doesn't matter how, just do it. Xero makes this easy. If you're using Xero, you can check this easily. Look at your balance sheet. Find the GST line. Ideally, your GST bank account matches that amount. You can also preview your GST return in Xero anytime during the period, so guessing isn't necessary. Payments basis versus invoice basis. Most smaller trade businesses are on payments basis. This means that GST is based on what you've actually been paid. Larger businesses may be on invoice basis, and that means the GST is triggered when an invoice is issued. If your accounts receivable are messy, that creates problems. What we see with clients. Lots of clients come to us because GST is causing stress. No separate account, no visibility, no system. One of the fastest wins is putting simple cash processes in place. Separate accounts, regular allocations, clear visibility. That peace of mind is huge. If you're already behind, don't ignore it. The IRD would rather hear from you early. Payment arrangements exist. But the bigger goal here is making sure this never happens again. Action step. This week, log into Xero, check your GST position, compare that to your GST bank account. If you don't have enough set aside, create a system immediately. If you're listening to this thinking, I have no idea what your GST position is right now, that's exactly the kind of thing we help with tradies over at Virtual Coastie. Book a power hour with me. We'll jump into your Xero, review where things are at, and set up a practical system that works. Because you've got enough things to stress about. GST doesn't need to be one of them. Catch you on the next episode.